Today's video is sponsored by 6 Foot Tall Tumbleweed. Listen to the new album Wheel of Suffering on iTunes or on Spotify today.
Dark skin, bright eyes, big booty, and thick ass thighs.
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
Hey, what's up, guys and Guyatones? Brad, the Guitologist here. In this video, we are going to put this Guyatone Auto Wah WR6 through its paces, and we're going to give it away also. We're going to do the same thing we did with the Pussy Melter. I'm going to open this up to anyone who donates $5 or more to my PayPal account, and that's going to buy you a single chance at winning this thing, and we're going to give it away by next week's Shitpost Friday. I'll do the drawing on a Shitpost Friday. But for now, let's go ahead and get this thing back out. I've already opened this on a video prior to this. We're going to take a look at this thing. I don't think you can find this in just any store, any old store, so this is going to be probably a fairly rare pedal, I would imagine. I'll tell you what, first things first, on this channel, I'm going to open this thing up because that's just what we do. So we'll open it up, take a look at it, see how it's made, and then we'll come back and we'll listen to it. Okay, so let's remove the screws. I've got to put a battery in it anyway. I'm going to use a battery with this. I'm not going to use a one spot or anything to power it. The Guyatone name is a name that's been around for a long time, at least since I believe the early 60s, maybe a little further back than that even. But it does go back at least that far. It's a name you will most often associate with those imported Japanese guitars from the 1960s. Most of the ones that were labeled Kent were made by Guyatone in the 1960s. And this fellow, Nate DeMont, has the rights to the Guyatone name, and he is using that to reproduce some pedals. But here's his information if you want to check him out. If you want to check these out online, you can go to DeMontGuitars.com or Guyatone.com and see all the products that he puts out under the Guyatone name. Now this was, he said, devised in Japan. Or excuse me, it was designed rather in Japan. Same crappy switch. I don't like these switches. I wish somebody would come along and design a better switch. No, this one's different. This one's a little bit different than the one I'm used to seeing. The DeMont name is actually also on this switch, so I don't know. Nate, are you making your own switches as well? So what's up with that? Is that just... Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I can tell that this thing is pretty well put together. I mean, this is, you know, it's all surface mounted components, but it's, you know, I don't see any slop or anything, you know, in any of these connections. They're all well done. You know, a lot of times you can tell if something's rushed because you might see little bits of solder here and there. You know, you'll see where the connections just kind of look rushed, and none of this really does to me. Looks like it was pretty well put together. We've got serial number 65 here, very low serial number. Whoever gets this pedal is going to have, like I said, probably eventually a collectible pedal. Got a little ribbon cables for the top board and the back board. So this is the output and power board up here, connected through a ribbon cable to the rest of the circuit. I mean, overall, just you know, nice looking pedal. Looks pretty well crafted. I like that it has this kind of top plate on it. You can see it's got a plate that sits on top of the housing. I like the look of these knobs and the feel of them. It reminds me of some old hi-fi equipment with the circular patterns they have on the knobs. That's old school hi-fi looking there. I like that. Yeah, let's get a battery in it and we'll check it out. One thing they could have done differently is, you know, a lot of pedal manufacturers will put a little piece of foam or something back here so that it kind of cradles the battery so it doesn't move around a whole lot. Okay, what have I done wrong? I've got it plugged in and there's nothing happening. Okay, my amp's working, so it's not that. What am I missing here? What's going on here? Okay, you hear the level of noise? I think we might have a ground issue or something on one of these inputs. Something's not right. Right there, see, look. Okay. Interesting. See, I can just touch that wire. That tells me that there's a bad connection right there, and yep, sure enough, it looks like there is. But you know, again, this is handmade stuff for you. That's the way it is. I mean, if you want something unique, you want something different, you want something boutique, you know, whatever the case may be, if it's not something that's mass-produced with a factory that does it day in, day out, the same thing over and over again, you're going to have issues like this. But I know for a fact, the way this guy is, if I were to call him and if I had bought this pedal, he would take care of me on it. So, I mean, I wouldn't have any concerns about that, but it's just one of those situations where, especially if you know what you're doing, it's not that big of a deal. But see there, right there? That middle yellow wire connection right there. I think you should be able to see that okay. Right there. I'm just going to hit that with a little tiny dab of solder, and that should take care of it. It's really just that one, but I might go ahead and touch up all of these. That connection should be more secure now. So let's go ahead and put the back on it, I guess, and we'll try it again. Alright, so that'll conclude our presentation on this brand new Guyatone WR6 Auto Wah. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please hit subscribe down below. If you would like to acquire one of these, once again, you can go to their website, DeMontGuitars.com also. If you would like to win this one, you can donate $5 to my PayPal and become a contributor, and I will select from my list of contributors, probably within about a week's time, who is going to win this pedal. So be sure to enter that, and for now, y'all take care.